sound of 2026. Full news report, UK style. Good evening and welcome. Today we bring you exciting news from the world of music, as the BBC has officially released its Sound of 2026 shortlist, highlighting the most promising new artists expected to shape the future of the global music industry. Every year, the BBC Sound of list is closely watched by fans, critics, and industry experts alike. It is known for identifying emerging talent before they become mainstream stars. Past names from this list have gone on to become some of the biggest artists in the world. This year is no different, and the 2026 shortlist features 10 rising acts who are already creating strong buzz across social media, streaming platforms, and live music scenes. A platform for future stars. The BBC Sound of list is not just another music chart. It is considered one of the most influential platforms for discovering new talent. Artists featured on this list often experience a rapid rise in popularity, record deals, and international recognition. According to BBC Music editors, the 2026 selection reflects a wide range of genres, including pop, R&B, indie, electronic, and experimental sounds. This diversity shows how global music is evolving faster than ever. A BBC spokesperson said that the goal is to highlight artists who are shaping the sound of tomorrow, not just today. What makes this year special? What makes the sound of 2026 particularly interesting is the variety of backgrounds and styles represented. Some of the artists are completely independent, building their careers from platforms like TikTok and YouTube. Others are already signed but are still considered breakthrough acts. Music critics say this year's list feels more global, with influences coming from Europe, North America, Africa, and Asia, showing how connected the music world has become. Industry experts believe this year could produce some of the fastest rising stars in recent memory. The growing influence of streaming. Another major factor behind these rising artists is the power of streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music. Unlike in the past where artists relied heavily on radio or television, today's musicians can go viral overnight. Several of the shortlisted artists have already gained millions of streams before even releasing a full album. This shows how digital platforms are changing the rules of the music industry. A music analyst commented, "In today's world, one viral song can completely change an artist's life within days." Fan excitement and social media buzz. As soon as the shortlist was announced, social media platforms lit up with reactions. Fans from around the world began sharing clips, opinions, and predictions about who will become the biggest star of 2026. Hashtags related to the BBC Sound list started trending within hours, showing the massive interest in new music discovery. Some fans are already calling a few of the artists future global superstars, while others are eagerly waiting to see how their careers develop over the next year. What happens next? Now that the shortlist has been revealed, the next step is to closely watch how these artists perform throughout the year. BBC will gradually narrow down the list and eventually announce the winner of Sound of 2026. The winner is usually considered one of the most exciting new voices in music and often goes on to achieve international fame. However, even being on the shortlist is seen as a major achievement. Many past nominees have gone on to win awards, headline festivals, and collaborate with global artists. A look at the future of music. The BBC Sound of 2026 does more than just highlight artists. It gives a snapshot of where music is heading. This year's selection suggests that music is becoming more experimental, more digital, and more global than ever before. Genres are blending, cultures are mixing, and artists are taking more creative risks. Experts say the future of music will be driven by individuality and originality rather than traditional industry rules. Final thoughts. In conclusion, the BBC Sound of 2026 shortlist is not just a list of new names. It is a prediction of the future of music itself. These 10 artists represent the next wave of talent that could dominate charts, festivals, and streaming platforms worldwide. As the year unfolds, music fans across the globe will be watching closely to see who rises to the top and becomes the defining voice of a new generation. For now, one thing is clear. The future of music is already here, and it sounds